Okay, well, good luck. Whew, man, the traffic these days. But that means we all have cars. We're not walking. Kilo, Kilo 4, Tango, Kilo, Lima. John, thank you for stopping by and safe mobiling. Roger?
Negative. Kilo, Kilo 4, Quebec, Kilo, Lima. Roger?
Okay, I wrote down the correct call, and I've been mangling it for the last 10 years at least. Kilo, Kilo 4, Quebec, Kilo, Lima. I used to say middle-aged moment, but I think it's a senior moment. John, forgive me and safe mobiling.
Roger, Roger. Good luck.
Net from W1HQL.
W1HQL, by the way, I did hear you yesterday morning. I got you checked in, Steve. I do appreciate you stopping by. Very interesting because there was no trouble copying you from Key Largo, and that's probably a good 35, 37 miles, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, I guess you could call that lucky. And you were coming in 10 over 9. This morning I checked in also at 8 o'clock, and they didn't hear me. I had to repeat myself several times, and someone picked it up and relayed me. The net control, paid closer attention and could hear me, and thanked me for checking in again from Miami-Dade. So I want to be making that attempt often.
I'm usually in there every morning. This morning, sometimes my work requires me to pay attention immediately. So anyway, I will hand off the keys to you if that's your pleasure, and I'm going to go ahead and I have a half a peanut butter jelly sandwich with my name on it. So this is KG2CS and 73 for now.
Hey, before that sandwich goes stale, can you give me the call signs? You don't have to give them to me phonetically, but just list out the call signs you got so far.
Sure, I'd be glad to. K4, AG, John. KJ4, JTQ, Eddie. KN4, Kilo, Sierra, Victor, Fred. How are we doing so far?
Good copy.
Kilo, X-Ray 7, Oscar India Golf, Adele. Kilo, Oscar 4, Tango, Whiskey Sierra, Felipe and Kendall. Kilo 4, United Tango Lima, Ron. Kilo, Oscar 4, Delta, Victor Golf, Neil in Homestead.
Copy.
Kilo, Mexico 4, Delta, Foxtrot, Romeo, Tim, and his daughter, Taylor, Kilo, Mexico 4, Golf, Foxtrot. With traffic, today is National Peanut Lovers Day, and boy, that peanut butter and jelly sandwich is looking better by the minute. Next up is Kilo, November 4, Sierra, Foxtrot, Mexico, Howard, and then mobiling about in Homestead was Kilo, 4, Quebec, Kilo, Lima, John, and of course you, Whiskey 1, Hotel, Quebec, Lima. So far we've had a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, great turnout. Thank you, Bill, for taking up alternate control.
Always my pleasure, and like I said, I'll make it a point to be in here because you're right. If the doo-doo hits the fan and we're all doing a couple of things at the same time or more, we might have to do that. So this is Bill, KG2CS. For those of you who wasn't able to get on the board, you got a real pro coming up, and he will do that. W1HQL and the Aries Group. This is Kilo Golf 2, Charlie Sierra, 73.
All right, again, thank you, Bill. Any other additional check-ins at this time?
Kilo, Golf 4, Oscar, X-Ray, Oscar, Jamie, North Miami, no traffic.
All right, Jamie, we got you. A little light in the repeater. Kilo, Golf 4, Oscar, X-Ray, Oscar in the log.
Whiskey 7, India, Victor, Delta, Ivan, Homestead, no traffic. Waving hand.
Formerly the Fox. Whiskey 7, India Victor Delta. Congrats on the new call sign, the vanity call sign. I guess those are your initials.
Roger, those are my initials. Waving a hand, 73. I'll be on the side. Whiskey 7, India Victor Delta.
All right, also, folks, and Ron, good evening. I see you up there on the screen. If you would, just let me know, either by text or over the radio, if the audio is clean coming over the YouTube. And with that said, folks, we're streaming live YouTube. All technical glitches have been remedied, and we're back up on the air and streaming.
November 4, Romeo, Bravo, Bravo. Mike, Hialeah.
Mike, loud and clear into the repeater this evening. Thanks for checking in. I've got you down as November 4, Romeo, Bravo, Bravo.
Kilo 4, Hotel Oscar Romeo, Michael, reporting live, back in the great city of Opelika. Good evening, Steve, and hi, Bill.
Hey, Mikey, how you doing? K4HOR, Kilo 4, Hotel Oscar Romeo, reporting live from Opelika. Mike, do you have any traffic?
Roger that. Would like to relay in the great Boost Pignon, Kilo India 4, Victor Echo Yankee. Also, Thursday, St. Patrick's Day, which I think I'll be celebrating in Little Haiti. We'll be holding a drunken net. So, if y'all missed the alcoholic shenanigans of our usual net, hopefully we'll be back to it for a special day. My cousin's birthday is St. Patrick's Day. So I'll be reporting live from Little Haiti. And yeah, we're gonna have a nice inebriated net. That's 444-800. If you haven't heard about that repeater, I think it's this one right here. 1900 hours, that's Thursday. Thank you very much, Steve. 7-3.
Good to hear your voice on the radio and in good spirits, Mike. Nice to hear that. So thank you for that information.
Radio voice, man. That's a radio voice. Otherwise, I'm like...
All right, folks, you're tuned into the South Miami-Dade, well, actually, the Miami-Dade Aries Amateur Radio Emergency Services Emergency Practice Net. And we're taking check-ins at this time.
KO4 DVG, break.
All right, that was Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Victor Golf.
Yes, what is the web address to the live stream?
Just go into YouTube, because the web address is all these funky letters. So just go into YouTube and type in my call sign, W1HQL, and or you can type in Everglades Amateur Radio Club, and it'll bring up the link to the live stream.
The live stream. Yes, got it. Thank you.
It sounds like you got it because I just heard my voice. And Eddie, I see you there. Howdy, KJ4JTQ. So thanks for coming up online and checking out the live stream. We're going to be moving forward with the practice of when we begin this net. We'll be reaching out and requesting any volunteers to act as alternate net control. It's something that we should be doing because in the event of an actual emergency, and we're not practicing, in an actual emergency, the net control operator was sort of the traffic cop, if you would, of the airway. Everything has got to go through him, and there may be some emergency traffic that he needs to handle and get on the phone, call police, fire, EMS, or something like that. And during that, the communications void, if you would, there needs to be someone that can pick up the net temporarily while the net control operator is tied up. And that could be something as simple as getting a quick bite to eat or go into the restroom also. So with that, we'll be requesting anyone to volunteer. Doesn't mean you're going to do anything, but just going through the steps and the practices of establishing an alternate net control as at the beginning of the net. Any questions or comments? I'd appreciate that at this time, and we're taking check-ins.
Comment.
Comment, go.
Yeah, Steve, W1HQL, KM4DFR. Yeah, that last statement you made about the alternative net control. Yeah, man, we need more people that you just run a net once or twice. You get how to do it. You know, we all know how to become formal when we need to, but just the practice of writing things down, passing a little traffic, when something actually needs to be done, just that little bit of practice makes a huge difference. And then you get confidence, and you can take over, and you can be of some help.
Yep, excellent, excellent point. And hopefully we can get folks that would step up to the plate and volunteer for that. All right, Tim, thanks for that. And Howard is put on the text box for during the live stream that the simplex net is between 1930 and 1945 on the frequency 146520. So as soon as this net is concluded, switch over there and attempt to get a hold of net control. He will also have an alternate net controller, co-net controller, hopefully with him that they can offer relays if he can't hear you. And that's the other thing that you should understand is that when, if you're operating on simplex, because repeaters do fail because they're on towers and they require power, and after a major storm or something like that, you may not have this repeater available or any repeater available for a while. So it'll be all simplex operations, and you need to be able to understand that simplex is limited on range. So what you need to do is improve your antenna. Get height is a big deal with that, as well as offering relays, providing relays and or being relayed into net control. So it's good practice and a good opportunity to test your equipment. With that said, you're tuned into the Aries Emergency Practice Net from Miami-Dade County, and we're taking check-ins and comments.
November 6th, Delta, Mike Echo, Doug and Kendall with 2 relays.
All right, great signal as usual. Doug, we got you in the log as November 6th, Delta, Mike Echo, and standing by for your relays.
Thank you, Steve. Relaying in Kilo Mike 4 Zulu Hotel Mike, that's Jen, and Kilo November 4 Sierra Mike Uniform, that's DJ.
All right, I copy Kilo Mike 4 Zulu Hotel Mike and Kilo November 4 Sierra Mike Uniform. Got them both. Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Steve. 73 and 60 ME.
Don't forget, immediately following this net is the Everglades Amateur Radio Club net. Hopefully will have some good information for you. I did start preparing a script. Usually I'd like to provide information that I get off the wire that's ham related or related, and I'll probably be doing that in real time. I started preparing it at work on my computer at work, and ended up rushing out and failing to send it to myself. So little glitch in that, but we'll get around it. Okay, do we have any additional check-ins for the Aries Emergency Practice Net? We've got about 2 more minutes left, 3 minutes left. As a matter of fact, if there are no, I'll make one more call for check-ins. We'll break it early to give folks an opportunity to shoot over to Simplex and get ready for the net over there. So we'll take a 5-minute break. That'll put us at 6:32 when I'll start the Everglades Amateur Radio Club net. So with that, are there any additional check-ins?
KX7OIG comment.
KX7OIG, go.
Sir, if you would, I guess maybe you have a paperwork that you have already set up. If you wouldn't mind emailing that to me or to everyone on how to, the ones that want to run a net, like me. I don't have a problem running the net or being backup, but I need to know what I need to say.
Okay. Do I have your, are you part of the email blast list for our club? I can't remember if you're on that list or not, Del.
Yes, sir. I will send you an email, and so you have it just for you to send me that if you want.
Okay, I'll give you my email address now when you're ready to copy.
I got it. I have it under W1HQL or something like that.
All right, cool beans, Del. When I see that, I'll send off that information to you.
Thank you. KX7OIG clear.
All right, folks, if there are no further check-ins, we're going to conclude the net, give you an opportunity to head over to Simplex and check in with Howard on 146520. I'll be standing by on this frequency.
K42, what Regan said?
Loud and clear.
Lovely, lovely.
Kilo Golf 4, Quebec Lima. Steve, check your screen.
Okay, stand by. Okay, got you down.
Thanks.
Yeah, I reduced the YouTube window because I'm getting ready. I'm just trying to extract some information off the net. All right, the Everglades net will begin in about 1 minute. 1 minute. All right, folks, this is W1HQL, and I'll be acting as your net control station for the Everglades Amateur Radio Club Weekly Informational Net. The purpose of this net is to informally gather club members and other amateur radio operators to talk about ham-related information, to get on the air chat, and have a good time. All radio amateurs are invited to participate in this net, and you do not need to be a member of the club to check into the net. And this net operates at 7:30 p.m. every Tuesday evening on this repeater, and it will always yield this net or frequency to emergency or priority traffic at any time if needed break. Regular club meetings. Hang on. The Everglades Amateur Radio Club is an ARRL Special Services Club. We offer ham licensing testing, yearly field day operations, and other ham-related activities. Our club meetings occur the second Friday of each month at 7:30 p.m., or rather at 7 o'clock, and for Aries related, and just getting together and having a good time for the first 30 minutes, and we start our regular club meeting at 7:30. And where is that, you ask? Well, if you're not familiar with the club location, we are at the John D. Campbell Agricultural Center, and that's located at 18710 Southwest 288th Street. Again, my call sign is W1HQL. You're tuned in to the W4SVI Everglades Amateur Radio Club Net. My name is Steve, and I'm down here in Homestead. And let's get this net started by taking check-ins.
Kilo November 4, Kilo Sierra Victor. Fred at Homestead, round the corner. Good evening, Steve.
All right, Fred, we got you. Kilo November 4, Kilo Sierra Victor. Got you in the log.
Thank you. Steve, is there an update on Lewis by any chance, or did I miss something?
No change. There is no change. He's just in the process of healing, if you would. So from what I understand, he is in good spirits, and hopefully we'll be hearing him in the near future on the radio. But in the meantime, he's just focused on recovery and health right now.
Roger that. Thank you much, Cam4 KSV.
Okay, now let him know you've been asking. Yeah, I let him know that folks have been asking. As a matter of fact, I'm actually will be this evening prepping up an email with updates and bullet points and things like that of activities that have been going on in the amateur radio world, just to keep them abreast of what's going on. All right, this is W1HQL for the W4SVI Everglades Amateur Radio Club taking check-ins.
Kilo X-ray 7, Oscar India Golf. Adele, Miami-Dade, Brownsville.
Roger, Adele, Kilo X-ray 7, Oscar India Golf. Got you. There was a double other station?
That would be me, Steve. I can't tell it. It's running over top of me. What can I say? This is Kilo Mike 4, Delta Foxtrot Romeo, Tim and Cutler Ridge. No traffic.
All right, Tim, in the log. Kilo Mike 4, Delta Fox Romeo. Tim, we can bring this up on the net. I got to meet Hannah today, this afternoon. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, Roger that. That's awesome, Steve. Yeah, man, that's yeah, I know that whole situation's moving real quick over there, and we did the proper thing. We sent her a card. We don't want to bother her. She's got a very busy thing going on, but I'm glad you met her. Now I gotta tell you, man, Feinberg man, I was friends with him before I became a ham, and we'd always go over there, trick or treating, his yard sales, everything. So, and then once we got into radio, he was like, man, he got us down there in Cutler Ridge, at Cutler Bay, they had those meetings. He got us all recognized at one of the town halls there. So no, that's cool, man. I'm glad you finally met her, and I know life has changed for her, and we only wish the best for her and the rest of the family, of course.
Yeah, exactly. And I did, obviously, I offered condolences on behalf of the club and the amateur radio community, and I mentioned about your kind words on what you said during the net last week, and that we had a moment of silence for him at the club meeting, and got her permission, if you would, or her blessing on carrying on the Ham and Egger event over at the IHOP.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah, it's a time of transition. I'll tell you what. It looks like David did everything he planned very, very well for his family. He was a good father and patriarch of his family, and you can see it now, like in this transition that they're going on without him, that he had everything planned out and everything's okay. And yeah, man, I looked him up on QRZ the other day. I saw he's a silent key actually officially on QRZ. The house has already got a contract on it. They're moving quick. They had plans. That's a sign of a really good man, that you got plans for your demise. How you going to take care of your loved ones?
Yep, he did. He was a great man, wonderful gentleman. And all right, enough said. I got to move on with the net, Tim. But thanks for the comments, and that's is another amateur radio operator that will be missed, but his legacy will live on.
Roger that, Steve. Didn't mean to take over. KM4 DFR.
All right, man. No problem. All right, you're tuned into W4 SVR Everglades Amateur Radio Club Net. My name's Steve, and located down here in Homestead. And say hi to Kaya. That's Kaya. Okay, that's the family mascot. All right, get out of here. We're taking check-ins.
Kilo Oscar 4, Tango Whiskey Sierra.
All right, Kilo Oscar 4, Tango Whiskey Sierra, got you in the log. Thank you for checking in. Good signal into the repeater.
Thank you.
There's a very weak signal trying to make it into the repeater. Try it again. All right, nothing heard. So far, 5 check-ins. A little light on the check-ins today. But let's see if we can drag some people in and give it some time. There's a military exercise, believe it or not, will be on 6 meters between May 30th and June 18th. And that military exercise will be in Belgium. And I read the following. Belgium's communication regulator has said that the frequency 50.200 megahertz and 51.075 megahertz will be used from May 30 to June 18 during a military exercise. They inform us that the period from May 30th to June 18th will be held in Elsenborn, in which the 2 frequencies in the 6-meter band will be used. The amateur radio service has a secondary status in this band, and the military service has a primary status. Unlikely that you would hear something, but you never know what propagation might provide. So if you're on those frequency or around those frequency and you hear something rather peculiar, that may be that military exercise. Again, that'll be between May 30th and June 18th. So that 2-week span between the end of May and the beginning and early part of June. Just be aware of that.
4 BOB, Bob and Kindle, no traffic.
K4BOB, Bob, we got you in the log. Thank you, loud and clear.
KJ4 JTQ, Eddie in North Miami Beach with no traffic.
Kilo Golf 4, Oscar, X-ray Oscar, Jamie, North Miami, no traffic.
KK4 QKL signing in, have no traffic.
Okay, I copied KJ4 JTQ, Eddie, and Jamie got you. Kilo Golf 4 Oscar X-ray Oscar, and John Kilo 4 Quebec Kilo Lima, all on the log and all sounding good.
Kilo Juliet 4 Juliet Tango Quebec, Eddie in North Miami Beach with no traffic.
Eddie, I got you in the log. I acknowledge. Do you copy?
Oh, all right, that's good. 73s.
Kilo X-ray 4, Victor Echo Tango, Oscar, and Hialeah, no traffic.
All right, I think I copied Kilo X-ray 4 Victor Echo Tango.
That's correct, sir.
All right, cool. I got it correct. All right, thank you. Thank you for checking, and again, good signal into the repeater. Okay, the next announcement I have, amateur radio related, the DARC, that's the German member society of the IARU, will activate a special call sign for World Amateur Radio Day on April the 18th. So the event will be occurring from March 1 until April 30th. And it's in celebration of World Amateur Radio Day on April 18th. So the call sign that will be used, Delta Alpha 22, Whiskey America Radio Delta. That's Delta America 22, Whiskey Alpha Romeo Delta. And that'll be the call sign. In addition to that, the French will be doing the same thing, but between the 16th to the 25th of April. And their call sign, if you're on HF and want to make a contact with them, is Tango Mike 97 Whiskey Alpha Romeo Delta. That's Tango Mike 97 Whiskey Alpha Romeo Delta. So an opportunity to get some really nice QSL cards if you're into collecting cards. All right, quick update on the club radio. We had a really great meeting on Friday. A lot of things to discuss, and club radio was probably one of the biggest topics. And we decided to table it until next month to do some more research and homework on it. Align KK4 Align's call sign. I can't remember what the heck it is. But in any event, Align, you all know Align. He popped out an email with some bullet points on looking for additional information or input from anyone out there that wants to be involved in the decision-making process on which radio to get. So far, we're looking at an ICOM 7610 or a Flex. I think everyone is leaning over to the Flex 6000. But whichever that may be, we're going to table that until the next month meeting to give folks an opportunity to sleep on it and decide which radio would be the best radio to get. Also, let's see, we got 8 folks up there on the live stream. Can you please check me into the KJ4JTQ? Okay, Eddie, I got you down there. And Ron's still there. And so I just want to do a quick show and tell, something that it's taking me 15 years, about 15 years to get. I'll tell you, it was a pain. You know, the ARRL has their own logging system, and it's called Logbook of the World, LOTW. And I mean, it's like it's a lot of effort goes into providing security and make sure that the log is correct and it's not duplicated. Things like that. There's just a lot of steps you have to go through in order to get QSLs and QSOs uploaded and downloaded off of their site. Well, with that said, and I'm babbling on, I finally got my worked all state certificate. That came in yesterday. So it took me about 15 years to get that, but I finally got it. So I got my ARRL-WAS.
Congrats, Steve.
Thank you, sir. Okay, I know I've been talking about in the past couple of nets a lot about the Ukraine. There's plenty of information on the news. However, maybe with all the activity that's going on over there, Russian HF radar activity has picked up, and the IARU monitoring system in Region 1 reports an increased interference in the amateur radio bands from Russia from their over-the-horizon radar. So you may be hearing some funky things on HF, who knows? But there are some websites where you can go on to, like websdr.org, and monitor the shortwave bands online using a web-based SDR receiver. There's recordings of military transmissions on the Signal Identification Guide on Wiki. You can just go into wiki.com and type in search out the Signal Identification Guide. And let's see. And you can go into the IARU.org website, and there's a newsletter back in February of 2022 that can give you some additional information and insight on that. Should you be interested or you're curious in understanding what that's all about.
This is Whiskey Bravo 4, Delta Bravo, WB4DB, Pete, Richmond West. Congrats on that WAS, Steve. Well done, WB4DB.
Thanks, Pete. And I'm going to push the button. I'm going to have to order that radio from China. Unfortunately, that local guy doesn't have those radios anymore.
Congratulations, Steve. Oh, man. What I wanted to say, Kilo 4 Hotel Oscar Romeo checking in. All
right, Mikey, we got you down. Thank you. And Pete, if you're still there, just a quick mention of the radio Pete had. It was a QRP radio that he was able to acquire for under $150. And it's 5 watt. Well, it actually was producing 11 watts on 40 meters, but he brought that thing on 80 meters. We put it on a good antenna over there at the club, and on off-center fed, and 5 watts. It made contact on 80 meters with good signal report. So it's an impressive little radio. Has the capability. I think it's 8 bands, and it's advertised as 5 watts, but you can get up to 10 watts out of it. So it's a pretty nice radio, and the ears on it were really, really solid.
How much it cost?
They're going for about $150. I think between $138 and $160 on eBay. Depends on which vendor you buy it from.
Yeah, what's it called?
It is called, stand by. Give me a second. Computer is not cooperating here. It's called a USDX USDR HFQRP SDR transceiver. You got all that? Basically, you just go into eBay and type USDX QRP and you'll find it.
Okay, roger that. All right. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
There's different body styles, so you need to find out exactly what would suit you. There's some that come with a microphone, others that don't because the microphone's built in. Although you can add an external mic. They all accept the key, and you can also there's a port in the back where you can plug it into your computer and control it by your computer.
Okay, that sounds cute. Yeah, that's pretty decent. HF on a budget, QRP. All right, cool.
Now I'm looking at one just now. It just popped up. I'm on eBay. It looks more like a mobile radio. It's got all the knobs and buttons in the front with a microphone. $129. All mode support: USB, LSB, CW, AM, FM, LCD screen with mic, 8 bands. And wow, he sold 127 of them so far for $129.
Sorry, Steve, for running up in that. Hey, is there any way you can send me a link to that?
Okay, I'm copying that link now. And you'll have it in a couple.
Roger that. I want to be ghost for a second. There's a fire in my building, I think. It's K4H2R. I'll bet.
Kilo November 4, Sierra Foxtrot Mike, Howard, Little Gables.
Okay, acknowledging Kilo November 4, Sierra Fox Mike. Howard, got you in the log, and how's you?
The final number is 7. We're having a couple of propagation issues, but I think we got everybody that called in, thanks to a little help from a couple of other stations.
Excellent. That's the idea, to get relays and folks trying to get signals through or reports through to the net control. So good job, Howard. Thank you.
QSL and as everybody else said, congratulations on the award, Steve. KN4SFM is clear.
All right, thanks, man.
Kilo Golf 2, Charlie Sierra with relays and traffic.
Kilo Golf 2, Charlie Sierra, got you in the log. Bill, go ahead with your traffic and your relays.
Okay, as you know, I'm going to relay in Margarita, Kilo 4, Charlie Victor Whiskey, and Louisa, Kilo Oscar 4, Alpha Papa Charlie. And just a friendly reminder, as I mentioned on the other net, at 8 a.m. Monday through Saturday is the Aries net on 75-meter phone, 3.940. And the NCSs do rotate. I do Mondays. There's folks all over the south part of Florida, so if I'm skipping over you or whatever, there'll be other NCSs. But I'd like everybody, if you can, to try to support the net. I know all of us work pretty much, and 8 o'clock can be kind of a tough time. But anyway, thank you all who have been checking in. And I'm going to say 73, mile marker 132, KG2CS, Homestead.
Kilo Alpha 4, Yankee X-Ray Charlie.
Okay, Bill, I copied all of that. Thank you for the comments and the information. And Kilo Alpha 4, Yankee X-Ray Charlie, you're in the log, loud and clear, sir.
Thank you. Northwest States, almost in the Broward line. 73.
73, thank you.
November 6, Delta Mike Echo, Doug and Kendall, 2 relays.
Copy November 6, Delta Mike Echo, go with your relays.
Thanks, Steve. First of all, congratulations on your working all states. And relaying in Kilo Mike 4, Zulu Hotel Mike, that's Jen, and Kilo November 4, Sierra Mike Uniform, DJ.
All right, copy Kilo Mike 4 Zulu Hotel Mike and Kilo November 4 Sierra Mike uniform. Got him in the lock. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Have a good evening. 73 to all. And this is N6DME, and I'll be clear.
Okay, the next piece of news, this is coming off of the ARRL website. The 2022 running of the Armed Forces Day, or AFD, cross-band exercise will be held on May 14 between 1300 and 2200 UTC. A complete list of participating stations, modes, frequencies, times, and other details will be announced on April the 1st. The event is open to all radio amateurs, and Armed Forces Day is on May 21. But the AFD Crossband Military Amateur Radio event traditionally takes place 1 week earlier in order to avoid conflicting with the Dayton Hamvention. During the exercise, radio amateurs listen for stations on military operating frequencies and transmit on frequencies in adjacent amateur bands. Military and amateur stations have taken part in this event for more than 50 years. It is an exercise scenario designed to include ham radio and government radio operators alike. It's a unique opportunity to test two-way communications between military communicators and radio stations in the amateur radio service, as authorized in 47 CFR 97-111. These tests provide opportunities and challenges for radio operators to demonstrate individual technical skills in a tightly controlled exercise scenario that does not impact any public or private communications. Break. Military stations in various locations will transmit on selected military frequencies and announce the specific ham band frequencies they are monitoring. The message will be transmitted utilizing military standard serial PSK waveform, or M110, followed by a wide shift FSK and RTTY, and also CW. So there are going to be many modes that will be some modes that are specialty modes that you need to be set up to be able to utilize or to receive and send. And as soon as I have additional information from the ARRL on frequencies, I'll make sure those are provided to you. It's an interesting exercise. I've missed it over the past couple of years. I know there's been some changes, but in any event, it's a good exercise. Even if you just listen to it, it's a good experience. All right, folks, it's 8 o'clock. We've come to the end of the net. Do we have any additional check-ins? All right, folks, thank you for tuning into the net. This has been the W4 SVI Everglades Amateur Radio Club net. We've been streaming live, if you didn't know that already. Somewhere here, there we are. And we'll hopefully be doing that every week. And we're still working on trying to do some live streaming or Zoom-type meeting from the club. I've been working diligently in attempting to get internet into the radio room, and I think we're on a good path. That may be happening sooner than you think. So I've been working with the folks over at the Agricultural Center, and it looks like we may be able to get something going. There'll be some fees involved as usual, but we're moving forward with that. And that's also going to be assisting us with our radio purchase. We can connect it remotely, and folks from the club can operate that HF radio from their homes. All right, enough said. Till the next net. Hopefully we'll have some more additional updates. And again, thank you for participating in the net. And we'll catch you same time, same place, same station. This is W1HQL for the W4SVR Everglades Amateur Radio Club net, signing off.
email. Thanks, Steve.